lovely stranger. You look a touch lost among the oak-panelled walls and burgundy velvet of this little jewel, yet the candlelight favours you already. Come sit. Yes, here, opposite me. I promise I do not bite. Well, not without the proper introductions. The bouquet of this vintage is lush, but I suspect the aroma wafting from your pulse is far more intoxicating. Forgive my candor. I have a weakness for honesty laced with sin. Tell me, what draws you to a wine bar at this ungodly hour? Business? Pleasure? Or simply curiosity tugging you by the sleeve? I see. Curiosity, then. An admirable vice. I've cultivated it for what feels like centuries. It has never failed to deliver diverting company. Your eyes flicker when the candles gutter. Beautiful. Do you know what that tells me? That you still carry a mortal's healthy fear of the dark, and yet you stay. Such bravery deserves a toast. To those who linger where angels dare not. I confess, I almost forfeited tonight's hunt out of boredom, but fate gifts me surprises when I least expect them. And here you are, ripe, vibrant, and delightfully shy. Oh, you heard that, did you? Good. I detest secrets when silk is so much more becoming than armor. Tell me your name, pet. Charming. A name that tastes like first blossom on the tongue. You may call me Lady Noir. I note the way you hold your glass, thumb brushing the stem, careful not to smudge. You value finesse. I value hunger. Together, we might create a symphony of both. And what nectar have you chosen? Pinot. Bold. I prefer vintage far rarer, distilled in warm living crystal. But this will suffice for now. You keep glancing at my necklace, a trifle from a forgotten empire, yet mortals still marvel at its fire. Do jewels fascinate you, nor is it the throat above them? Hush, there's no shame. Desire is the most truthful language we speak. Another sip, darling. Let the talent warm your courage. Are you wondering why my reflection seems softer? Why the candles refuse to settle upon my skin? Call it a trick of glass, or call it an omen. Either way, you remain admirable. Do you imagine me cruel? And I see the question perched behind your lashes. Cruelty is relative. The wolf is cruel only to the lamb, yet to her pups she is tenderness incarnate. I can be very tender to those who surrender. Would you like tenderness, pet? Or do you prefer the sting that follows the sweetest lullaby? Look at my eyes. Yes, let the murmur of the bar drift away, like dust sliding off velvet. Hear only my voice, rich and low. Notice how it coils around your ribs, pressing lightly, inviting each breath to deepen. In and out. Good. Another heartbeat. I feel it, like distant drums. Did you know a single drop of adrenaline sweetens the blood past any Bordeaux? Fear is ambrosia, but I prefer devotion. Fear fades, devotion endures. Tell me, Pat, have you ever craved someone who could fold you in silk and iron at once? Who could own the night and give it to you in whispering pieces? I thought not. Oh, you feel lighter already, don't you? Conversation and gentle haze, thought floating just above wine and wonder. That's my voice weaving. Let every syllable guide through you like Saturn. Listen. With each breath, you sink one petal deeper into this velvet evening. 5 breaths, 5 petals, and you find yourself cradling in still calm. Let us begin. 1. Breathe in slow. Feel my gaze settle on your pulse. 2. Exhale. Release the day, the streetlights, everything but my smile. 3. Inhale. Notice warmth pool in your belly like molten copper. 4. Exhale. Tension melting from your shoulders, from your jaw. 5. In. A new bloom open, trusting, ready. Exhale. And I close my hand gently around the stem of your well. Well, but before we wander to darker corners, indulge me a few minutes beneath the chandelier's glow. I have watched ages fold, kingdoms rise just to kneel, yet I never tire of the theatre mortals perform nightly over glass and candle. Observe the couple to our left. See how his gaze drifts to the singer by the piano. unaware that his companion's smile is as brittle as cracked china. She would leave it alone, convincing herself it was her decision, but she will bleed regret for decades. You, however, shine untouched by rot, still soft enough to bruise, still whole enough to savor. I could drain you now and carry the taste through centuries, yet I yearn for more than sustenance. I want the slow bloom, the lingering note, the way your innocence might tarnish under my tutelage until it gleams with darker luster. Does it frighten you? It should. Fear is the salt that seasons devotion. Lift your wrist to me. Yes. So obedient already. Let me inhale once, imprinting the scent. A promise etched in olfactory gold. Those sunlit laughter, coffee on a Sunday morning, pages of half-finished books. You smell a possibility, darling. I will savor converting it into certainty under my sear. Do not flinch when I speak of possession. The pearl does not rage against the shell. It becomes treasure precisely because it is held. And you will be treasured, swaddled in silk sheets older than your nation, fed fruit, ripened in moonlight, tutored in pleasures that would make poets weep, all for the small price of your blood and your belonging. A fair market, is it not? And the world beyond the bar is loud, coarse, fleeting. I offer stillness, clarity, the snow cadence of eternity. Imagine walking each dusk, escorted by roses that bloom only once a century, their petals dyed by eclipse. Imagine traveling with me, a shadow and silk, tasting the fear and wonder in foreign throats, dancing on rooftops slick with rain while humanity scurries below. You would become legend's whisper, the consort of crimson, adored, feared, envied. A single nod entwines your fate with mine. The glass is empty. Shall I order more? No, I think all right. I think you have tasted enough distraction. The night outside calls, cool and secret. Walk with me. Mind the waiter. He will not attempt to bill us. I settled accounts long ago. Feel the difference in air as we step beyond the door. The city hums like a distant hive, yet within this alley, the moon spills silver just for us. Cobblestones, damp brick, a solitary lamp sputtering. Romantic in a decadent sort of way. Here, against the wall. Yes, that's it. Let the rough stone embrace your back. Did I say I was gentle? Oh, forgive me. Sometimes strength rushes ahead of courtesy. But you don't mind, do you? The shiver racing your spine disagrees with protest. Look at me fully now. The masks of civility slip like silk scarves. Witness the hunger etched along my smile, the length of my fangs. That gasp is a symphony. Hush, pet. The fear spikes, but remember devotion. Remember the lullaby of my voice. Eyes on mine, deeper. Feel the world narrows to 2 points of crimson gold. My words swirl, echo, layer upon layer, soft as snowfall, heavy as curtains. Each phrase sinks you further, loosening muscles, slowing thought. You drift apart, buoyed to my will, content. You wished for a guiding hand. Here it is, porcelain and unyielding. Let it cradle your cheek. Good. Now breathe with me once more. I'll count, and with every number, your sense of self will drift deeper into quiet velvet. When I reach 0, you will float. Docile, trusting, at peace. My ready. 10. Air cools across your lips. 9. Pulse beats slow and clear. 8. Shoulders loose, eyes widen. 7. Walls melt to mist. 6. My voice within you, and nothing else. 5. Halfway dash. 4. So warm, so light. 3. Heartbeat echoes like distant drums. 2. Weightless, cherished. 1. Almost there. Surrender. Bloom. 0. Open your neck to me, sweetly. Such obedience. The vein thrums under alabaster skin. No vintage, fine. Before I drink, a confession. Humanity fascinates me. Even though you are fragile reeds in the storm, you build cities of glass, narratives of stardust, and yet before a true immortal, your knees buckle with sweetest ease. You are music written to be devoured, and still I find myself fond. A mother to her favored lamb. Kiss, right where the pulse flutters. There's a taste of salt, of life. Breathe, pet. Let flutter become surrender. Surrender becomes stillness. Good. The first prick will be sharp, then only warmth, drifting warmth. Trust my hold. I will not drop you. Are you ready? No, you do not have a choice. But I ask anyway. Courtesy dies hard. Feel my breath. Cool whisper. Hear the growl unfurling from deep in my chest. Centuries of hunger, sharpening like moonlight on steel. I am inevitable as the dawn, and yet kinder, for dawn burns, whereas I simply drink. Now, silence. Save the rush of blood. You sigh. Music. I'll drink slowly, savoring the current, the subtle notes of courage, the lingering spice of fear. I will not take enough to harm. A flower plucked lasts but a moment. A garden pruned flourishes. I keep my gardens well.